Hi everyone, Obiora Isaac here, and we're about to launch a very interesting project. I'm here with Theophilus Odiase. Is a researcher, an agric researcher, and just as it's always my passion for us to bring food security through food preservation. And here, Theophilus is also passionate about food preservation and is doing a research work on preserving post-harvest of fish. So you are welcome, Theophilus. This is
Thank
going to
you
be a
very much.
wonderful time doing this project together. And the idea is to employ my dehydrator design to his own research as well, so that we can make a good impact and achievement, especially in sub-Saharan Africa. There's a lot of food waste, and I mean there's a lot of food waste apart from the record. There's a lot of food waste, and we need to save a lot of food in order to help those who need it most in other parts of the world. So, Theophilus, what do you have to say about that? You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Food security has been a major concern
Yeah,
according to FAO and other concerned government agencies and international bodies. Here in Nigeria, fish and even agricultural products tends to be on the increase despite our vast availability of land
yeah,
and natural resources, water, but yet
yeah,
we have scarcity of food and a shortage of food supply as compared to the demand for it.
yeah,
So this project with the topic of effect of solar drying on polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons level in solar
yeah,
dried fish for enhanced food safety. It's actually an all-encompassing project that
yeah,
aims to um, measure, during smoking, traditional smoking, they tend to
yeah.
be the occurrence of polycyclic
Carbon,
aromatic hydrocarbons that are
yes,
harmful to humans as it tends to biomagnify.
yeah,
So this project tends to cut out such smoking methods or replace it with a solar dryer so as to reduce the carbon pollution of
yeah,
fish. Also for the market women, for the rural poor, it serves as a means of improving their livelihood because these
right,
people spend so much on charcoal, firewood and other means, other sources of drying. They spend
yeah.
a lot. So this
I spend a
project
lot.
it tends to just harness the natural gift God gave us, which is the sun,
Yeah,
which so far we are not meant to pay for.
yeah,
So these market women, having taken response from most of them, they
yeah.
are welcoming to this idea. Yeah, I went around, I took their responses, I even snapped
Awesome.
pictures. If I could
Yeah,
share my screen,
yes, yes. That's
if I could share
beautiful.
my screen so you see a sample of such picture
Yes.
where they process this fish. It is it's quite unhealthy and
Okay.
also tend to spend more while
Okay.
achieving less.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
what you see
That's
here,
beautiful.
this sorry sir, you said?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm listening. That's okay. Yes,
Yeah,
that's
so
it.
what you see here, this is a local smoking kiln that is being run
Yeah.
on firewood and charcoal. And
Okay.
however, what you see here is just around 6 to 7 kg. The market
Yeah.
women and the processors, they complained of even the physical effect of smoke to their eyes.
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah.
that's all they know
Yeah.
about. They know little or nothing about polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons. they know little about tearing down our ecosystem. So,
Right.
but basically, they are all complaining and they are all welcome to the project. So, I
That idea. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Since you're breaking, since the network is affecting it, but that is very awesome. That's very important. I mean, one of the things that makes me excited about doing this, working on this, and as a matter of fact, everything we are doing, we are putting it on the youth. We are putting the video. We are putting all our process for you to go along with us and see,
yeah,
the solution we are bringing to the people that needs it most. And just like
yeah,
Theophilus achieved, going out and finding out what is their, does the market really want it? And I think the most important thing is preservation, because in my opinion, I'm not totally in the school of removing smoking totally. They have their place sometimes. Of course, we consider the fact that uh, so much of it is not
no,
good for the health. Yeah, but
sorry, come
they may
again.
have yeah, especially some, some traditional users or consumers may talk about this, the aroma, the feel, the taste, but that's okay if they want to see keep the. But the fact is the preservation. There's a lot of loss that happens, without a very reliable method, and especially a sustainable one, because keep when they keep buying wood, keep buying charcoal, the buying wood, the money is there, the deforestation is there, the climate is suffering over it, trying to sustain, to keep producing, because they have to make the money, and by so doing, they are affecting every other part of the environment. So, and that is why I feel solar is very sustainable. Number one, they are not paying for it. It's out of grid. I mean, they are not paying for electricity. It's coming directly from the sun. And if we can help, can make it able to give them this, just like what dehydration does, drying does, removing the water, and they're able to stay. And one of the things I love about drying food is that you dry a food product and you are able to have it for years. If you keep it well, you have it for years. Years. But I'm not sure if you smoke fish that way without removing the water properly, you should be able to stay up to a year. I'm not sure if that can be achieved. But what do you think?
Sorry, come again.
Yeah, I mean, if you smoke the way they smoke it, they can
Yeah.
confirm that such product will not be able to stay up to a year. Can it stay up to a year?
No, 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 no. It's too long.
Yeah, yeah.
Just at most a week.
A week.
A week.
A week. Yeah. You
Yeah.
see? So
These
just imagine.
traditionalists, they last for just a week, within
Okay.
which you start seeing maggots and odor, because the water, I think they are drained up to just 60% water.
Right. Right. You see.
So
So
most of them leave it.
okay. Okay. You see
Yeah,
that's
and
a big
according
challenge.
to them, the reason why they stuck with this traditional method, like this drum you saw earlier, is because it cost them at most 12,500 to get it.
Okay.
However, the effect it has on them, there are much complaints on such effects. So most of them don't mind getting something a little bit
Yeah. I'm
at
so sorry.
that will give them good that will give them good quality. So I think these
Okay.
are projects. If we can work on improving the shelf life, yeah, I think that will be, it will make it well accepted round all round.
Yeah. So our major target is to increase the shelf life of fish. And if we
Yeah.
able to help the
So
market
improve
women,
the shelf life, reduce to check out the effect of this solar drying on the pH level of that fish.
okay.
Smoking impact, yeah, over, if you are smoking, depending on the type of charcoal or the type of wood you are using,
Yeah.
the exposure period all of these things affect the pH level in
Of the fish.
the fish, whatever is being smoked. So we are going to check out if at all there's any pH level in this solar dried fish, and if there is, then what's the level
Okay.
as compared to that from the traditionally smoked method. So part of our materials and method will involve us even carrying out the studies pari passu. The smoking will be carried out on both ends, and also we're going to check out the quality of the fish that has been produced, the carcass quality. So it
All
means
right.
we'll carry out tests like your proximate analysis, your chemical composition. We're going to do all of that, and also we may even go as far as checking out the digestibility, if need be, comparing the digestibility of both products.
Wow. Wow. That's going to be very impactful project. And we're promising you we're going to be consistent with it. We'll give you feedback by after this video, by the coming week. We're going to bring out the design of the dryer we are going to use, and go into construction of it. And after construction, we are going to bring our samples and start working on it, testing the samples and ensuring that we have the result and the value that we are going to give back to the market. We're not just doing this project to, for formality. We are doing this project to solve a real problem. And we hope that after solving this problem, that people will be happy, and we'll give you the testament and the reports of people, how, the problem we have solved and how it's making their life better. And that's the idea. And that's why we are tracking everything we are doing online, so that you all see it and you'll be part of our success. And we hope to really solve this problem. Yes. So and that's why I'm excited. I'm really excited. One thing I love drying when it comes to preservation. But one of the advantages above other methods of preservation of food, and I have this strong philosophy that the only way we can secure food or have more food and have abundance is not how much we produce, but how much we manage what we have produced. Food management is core to me more than food production. Of course, you have to produce before you manage anyway, but we must emphasize on managing it more importantly. And one of the way we manage it is preserving. And preservation method that is the best for me is drying. When you dry, you reduce the weight of the food product. The weight is reduced. Greatly reduced. Depending on the product, it will definitely go beyond. The percentage is high. Now, the volume as well, of course. Then it's easy to store when the food is there. So when you dehydrate fish, when you dry fish, we have it. The weight is reduced, and we're going to see it. Theophilus, we are drying. How many was the sample? What was the capacity that we are working on? Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, what's the capacity we are working on in terms of the fish, the quantity, the weight we are working on?
Okay, the capacity. I think we could work with a 20 kg capacity.
Right.
20 kg capacity. Because if we're going to produce something to replace whatever these local processors employ, it has to be better.
All right.
So their current method, it dries fish at 7 kg within 4 hours.
Okay. Well, they are different. 4 hours. That's for cooking the fish.
Yes.
We need to distinguish it. Well, they have not really dried it, because if they really properly dry it, when we say dehydrate, it means the water have been removed. The percentage remaining should not be able to, to sustain microbial activities, because that's what spoils the thing. So, and that gives their ability to stay longer. It could stay for months, stored in months, and they could be releasing it. Just imagine if after harvesting fish, you have a lot stocked you know, so that when there's no fish, or when we need to give rest for the fish to, rebreed or whatever. Yeah, I'm not into fishery that much, but I think there's supposed to be a way you allow them to build up again instead of always harvesting. Continuous harvesting could deplete it. Am I correct?
Sorry, come again. You said what?
When it comes to harvesting of fishes,
Yeah.
is there no time that you give the fish to reproduce, so that you give time
Yeah,
for the fish to
it
reproduce
depends. It
more?
depends on the like we in aquaculture. Aquaculture, it means you spawn your fish, you grow them into fingerlings, into
Right.
juveniles, and then total grow out to table size. And then if you are involved in processing, which this topic aims at, then you now process your fish and sell off. So for spawning, you just have to have your broodstocks, and then you can your broodstock tank. From there you can select your viable male and female, and run your spawning as much as you want, depending on your capacity. Yeah, so
Okay.
it's continuous. It's when it's from a natural environment. Let's say you are involved in the main fisheries, like
Yeah.
catching fish from the wild, and so we may have to now focus on catching
Season.
just the mature ones. Yeah, there are several policies that have been set in place to ensure sustainable fish availability.
Right. Yeah, but even at that, definitely, even when we are doing it at home, when we are breeding the fish at home, sometimes you need extra in order to meet up with consumers' demand. So
Yeah.
just imagine that you have dehydrated or dried some fishes down, and you can even process it to different products. It's
Yes, you
easy.
can, and also you can export it even over long distance. Yeah, you can
Exactly.
export globally, and I think it's even way more profiting that way. You can get
Yeah.
it to other places where they need it. However, even the demand in Nigeria for dried fish, it exceeds the supply. So
Right.
for our viewers all over the world, you allow us meet our food security issue here in Nigeria first before before we take our gospel to the nations of the world. We must start from our Jerusalem. So really,
Yeah.
I believe so much in this project. Going through the 17 SDG goals, you see it touches a bit on zero hunger, which has to do with minimal wastage. It
Yeah.
also touches climate. That's SDG 13. Yeah, it touches actions to combat climate change due
Yeah.
to the release of carbon to the
Yeah.
atmosphere. Also, it touches responsible consumption and production. Yes,
Exactly.
responsible production of these products to help improve the health status of the consumers.
Exactly.
Because this polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbon, it's it may be underlooked by illiterates. Permit me to say illiterate,
Mm.
those are not informed.
No,
They are not
all right.
informed, they may look this effect. However, it has very, very dangerous and specific health effects on humans. Like it can cause cancer, it can diseases, it can
Okay.
cause developmental issues to
Uh,
when there's a prenatal exposure to this. Take for
mm,
instance some of the processors themselves,
yeah. So,
carbons from
yeah.
even the smoking of the fish itself. It tends to expose them, their children. It can lead to premature delivery and low birth weight. You
Wow.
understand? So there are a
Wow.
lot of people, even people that consume the fish, they are at risk of these things. Also,
Wow.
it has some other effects such as the neurotoxic effects. All
Mm,
of these things have adverse effects on humans that consume this fish. So I think this
yeah.
study really cut across several aspects. Also, it will help their cost, because as a part of this study, as a research, we will also conduct the cost benefit analysis
Yes, sir.
comparing this solar dryer. It's a one time buy, a one off buy. You buy it and then you continue with what God has blessed us with, the sun.
Yes, the
We
sun.
compare it with the setting up of their local smoking drums. Even
Yeah.
we can go as far as their smoking cane, atonal
Mm.
smoking cane. There are also other means of smoke drying fish. So
Yeah.
compare the cost in the long run, taking into account the cost of the charcoal or the wood, such fuels. You
Mm.
understand? So this
Mm.
project is it's going to be a great one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great.
Very hopeful about it. I'm very, very hopeful. And yeah, and that's why we are I mean we are giving our best to it, and
Yeah.
I'm hopeful that all that we need will have to do it, and nothing will delay our achieving this project. And then yeah, upcoming week we are going to have another time video uh, where I will present the design,
Okay.
of the drawing, the CAD drawing. Then we'll present it. I will explain what we are trying to, what that design will achieve, and
Yeah.
how we are going to construct it. Then you will help me, because you are because of our distance. You will help me in the implementing, and we'll get the team on ground to work on it, and we'll construct it, and we'll also update the viewers all over the world what we are doing. Yeah, so they see our construction, our methods, and during the testing, especially the testing of the dehydrator tests. Of course, I know you said you are going to test the dehydrator, then also test it versus the smoking
Yes.
king
I'll test
that's
other
already
methods
working.
of cooking.
Yeah, yeah. So test all these things. Then before we get to your academic analysis, I don't think we are going to
Yeah,
bother the
we're also
viewers.
going to academic work. We're going to also do sensory evaluation
Yeah.
on each of these fields that are processed with different methods.
Okay.
Yeah, sensory evaluation is about different consumers giving their unbiased opinion about
Yeah.
the taste, about the quality of the fish in terms of taste, in terms of appearance, in terms of aroma, in
Yeah.
terms of ability.
Mm.
Yeah, and then yeah, so all these and many others, we need to calculate the overall quality, which one ranks high.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah. Wow. So please watch out, share this video, like it, subscribe, and follow us. It's going to be a wonderful and exciting time. If you are someone that loves knowledge and you love good thing, I think you will be happy to follow us. Thank you so much, and watch out for the
Thank you.
our next video. Thank you so much. Thank you, Theophilus. It's a nice.
Thank you,
I'm
sir.
glad to work with you. Thank you so much. All right.
Yeah,
Bye.
pleasure to work.
Yeah.
Bye, sir.
Yeah.